We live in an age that craves authenticity, even as it fakes it at every turn. Authenticity is a construct shaped by narrative and context, rather than inherent truth. A truth understood long before Instagram filters or NFTs. Consider the Renaissance, where artists forged ancient inscriptions to sell their work with the weight of antiquity, or the museum curator who arranges artifacts like a DJ mixes tracks, not for historical accuracy, but emotional resonance. Historical reenactment is marketing strategy in disguise. After the break, let's talk about analog nostalgia, not as a memory of the past, but as a tool to sell trust in new tools. Vinyl records aren't just sound carriers. They're cultural anchors tethering digital chaos to warm, tangible rituals. The same with Polaroids and typewriters. We don't use them because we miss the medium itself, but because we need something physical to believe in when everything else is code. What Benjamin called aura, that ineffable quality of authenticity. Now, this isn't just about consumer culture. It's about how we process history itself and how it is reprocessed for mass consumption. Baudrillard said cinema no longer reflects reality. It creates a hyperreal past where authenticity dissolves into simulation. The result: ghosts of traditions we never lived, sold back to us in perfect form. We're not curating the past anymore. We're archiving a mythos designed to make new technologies feel like they've always been there.
The earliest computers were not machines, but methods, mechanical ingenuity applied to complex problems like ballistics and
the Industrial Revolution gave us more than just machines. It gave us a new relationship with authenticity. As mass production replaced handcrafted goods, manufacturers began to fake the signs of human labor: uneven stitching, natural wood grain, and rusted metal. These weren't mistakes, they were marketing strategies. The idea was simple: make something feel old to sell it as new. This pattern doesn't vanish in digital times, it evolves. In the mid-20th century, as computers moved from laboratories into offices and homes, engineers faced a problem. These machines were cold, inhuman, and alien. So they dressed them up to feel familiar. Early computer interfaces mimicked typewriters or filing cabinets. Algorithms that organized data made errors look like human mistakes. The goal wasn't just utility, it was trust. Sherry Turkle wrote about how people began to see computers as part of themselves, even calling their devices extensions of the mind. Instead of cold logic and flawless syntax, we give it quirks, typos, hesitation pauses, even slang. These are not defects in the code, but features in the design. We simulate imperfection to make intelligence feel human. We don't need real consciousness, only convincing artifice. The past doesn't live in our tools, it's engineered into them. A ghost in the machine that never was. The digital present is drowning in a flood of counterfeit memory. We don't just experience time anymore. We simulate it for emotional leverage. When platforms sell us the good old days, they aren't offering history. They're selling obedience to the system that curates it. This isn't nostalgia. It's manipulation dressed as sentimentality. Just this week, Pope Leo warned about AI in a speech that was met with student boos. His words echo the same technocratic anxieties Neil Postman outlined decades ago. Only now we're not just afraid of the future. We're seduced by it through simulated pasts. We trust the machine because it shows us what we think we remember.
Out of air, water, and coal, we produce a fertilizer for which Americans formerly had to travel thousands of miles.
The more advanced a system becomes, the harder it must work to appear natural. It's not enough for AI to solve problems. It must whisper like humans do. It must pause at just the right moment, use colloquial idioms, and even pretend to be confused so we don't question its clarity. This isn't progress, it's performance art. When technology outgrows us in capability, it needs new tricks to stay believable. So we enter a cycle. As humans get better at spotting fake, the fakes get better at fooling us. It's not just deep fakes anymore. It's entire belief systems being sold with vintage logos and retro aesthetics. What used to be called authenticity is now something you can engineer in a lab. And when every new idea comes wrapped like an heirloom, what happens to the idea of truth itself?